Hey everybody. I've got a couple games of a particular type. This is a game I played against a professional Nidon. It was a teaching game, and this is 20, 30 years ago. And I thought it'd be interesting to look at as 6dan what I thought then and now. Um, when it comes to rankings, if you imagine a beginner at 30Q, and how long does it take to get to 29Q? The distances he learned Atari, and it's the smallest thing imaginable. A little tiny piece of information, and you're the next rank up. But to get from 1Q to 1dan is a large piece of information. So the higher you get up in the ranks, the more width there is in the rank. So when I got to 6dan, I was pretty weak 6dan, and my feelings on the matter is that I gained 4 stones of strength to get to strong 6dan. Now, I know this can't be accurate, but the point is there was a great deal to learn, and the lessons with professionals was a big part of that. So things I did in this game, I know better now, things like that. Okay, so let's take a look. The black stones, Feng or the white stones. She's the second ever woman to ever get to professional Nidon. Okay, I can easily stay in that corner and settle my group. But I know her and she uses this a little too well. I wanted to break out of that pattern, so I went away. This is all normal stuff. And black and white are both settled now. Let's judge this upper left corner. Is it even? Is someone better? Is someone worse? We've done this only one other time in one of the other videos, but it's a really good thing to know how to do and to get a sense. Okay. So black has 4 stones there, white has 5. So white should have 1 extra stone worth of value there, which is 8 points, generally speaking. So let's count black. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That seems about right. So white should have 9 plus 8, 17. Let's find out. It has 2, that's the 18 and 19 line, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. And white's not cut at D15. So the thickness comes this far. So how much is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So it's just right there. So very even. Gisekis are never, or very rare to be exact. They're, within a, couple points. Because one's getting territory, one's getting influence. They're all, different. Okay, onward. This is old style. I have a Moyo. Is area 1 cash? No. 2, 3, 4, no cash. I plan on getting cash in the future. No, 9dan's it's just, you come on, it's hard. I wouldn't do that nowadays. I would settle. Let's just look at that briefly. Oh, sorry. Now, if white continues, black is developing a black area. White on the right is developing no one's area. So better for black. And if white, plays away, I'm going to put it here, then black can grow in a big way. So I've really come to enjoy settling my groups. Okay. I went this way. Is it a bad move? No. I mean, it's got to be 98% if there's any error at all. Also, when someone comes in the 3-3, whichever side you go, you're a little over concentrated. That's kind of been a decision for a long time. I come on the big way. And here I wasn't comfortable with this. White gets Sente, and white's going to reduce and invade my area. I didn't like that. I'm not ready to say it's bad, but I decided that the left, I'm already stable there. I don't need any more stones on the left. I want my stones focused on the bottom. So one way of doing that is, now I focused on the bottom. Problem is, moves like this are Sente because of the Aji, so I don't like going that way. So I went this way. And she seemed to think this was a good idea. Okay. Now I have Sente so that I can come back here, which is white's main entry area, is that M3 area. If I grow this, I don't have a finished perimeter so that there are invasion points. I don't want her invading. So I did a finishing move, claiming this is my cache. Notice the white's got height on top. I can't let white develop that. And so I come in now, and I want lots of room because white's going to have Sente against me. I want room on the right, on the left. I'm not here to attack. Right now I'm getting attacked on top. I'm here to exist comfortably in her area. Okay. There are a few ideas here. This is generally seen as just better for white. Mostly because white has real cash and real life and Sente, because black has to come back and do something. Is that cash on top? Not necessarily. There's Aji there, especially when the board in the future, the board's going to look different, and it's hard to claim that as cash, but it's easy for white to claim the right as cash, that white area. So this is seen as not great. So instead, people like this. Black now has a solid position, something he can trust, and he knows what it actually is. Some players prefer the thickness instead of the capture, and depending on the board. Jujo likes this one because it's actually quite big. Because with these other moves, this is Sente. Well, that's 5+ points in endgame. That's a big move. But she did none of that. All those, and let's look at that. So white stabilized, black stabilized. What's white going to do about the black stone on top? Nothing. It's pretty gosh darn healthy. White doesn't like having nothing to do with black's invasion. White wants black to be punished for the audacity of coming into her area. She's quite feisty. So she played the fighting Joseki. So, gosh, and I didn't like that because now I have to fight with this monster. Okay, this is all standard stuff. My A group, we can say it has an eye in the corner. White's B group, I'm not near it on the other side, so it doesn't have a base, but I'm not near it. The white C group, I wouldn't want to say alive, but good base, especially compared to the D stone. So everyone's doing okay. It's simply a fight. Okay, onward. D's the group to help. I thought if I went the regular way, that I'm really not helping the A group at all. I'm sorry, I'm not hurting the A group at all. It'll ignore and not feel too much of an effect. Some effect, yes, but nothing significant. And besides, white can simply stop it in Sente, right? Now white does what he wants. She wants. I'm settling. But I'm thinking that the C group is uncomfortable. So I want to defend and maintain pressure on the C group. That's why I come up. Do you see this is a one-purpose move? This is a two-purpose move. Come up. There's a couple ways of getting out. Basically, A and B is the road out. C is very complex, and I have no desire to read that out. So A and B. B applies more pressure on the right. And white looks a little heavy to me there. Far from home, no base to speak of, and B gets ready to pounce on it. A gets out more comfortably, more freedom escaping. Trying to do all I can, so I pressed here. And now I hated facing this cut. That's a lot of reading here. She's pro-9'd on. I'm concerned. So I'm looking at other choices. Looking. There is no other choice. It should be fine. And she thought it was fine too. So out I get. Good time to defend that top group. And this is okay. What about one further? Am I concerned about the invasion? No, white's too weak in the corner to be invading. So this way. Now white's only one eye, but I'm a little more thin in this top area. So there's some questions about this move. I'm still unsettled of which one's better. But I went here. It's more normal. I wanted to play a comfortable game. But my passivity led to an error here. All I was thinking of was normal pattern and I'll be fine. Normal pattern and I'll be fine. Oh, I played the normal pattern. Well, black's still behind enemy lines, not necessarily alive, kind of heavy looking. This is a bit lacking. So instead, force, and now either walk away, because it's not like white can play and kill, or just run out quickly. Very easy group. Way better. So this is me just being afraid and not thinking and stuff like that. Get out. 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 White's right side. I have to invade it. I have to come in. It's too big. She thought this was a great move. I'm coming towards white's weaknesses there. And then with my Sente, close off the bottom. Because if I don't, this is now Sente to connect under. So this move stops that. I did a forcing move, which I like how it helps corral my bottom area, the black's bottom moyo. This helps draw that moyo and then defend. Here, I made this mistake a few times against professionals. And now I would never dream. I mean, I know it. but I don't want white coming in, so I stopped white from coming in. What's the problem? Well, the problem is Sente, Sente. I got 2 free moves. And now I have to worry more about my top group because the stone's alive, right? So I have concerns. So better is here. Still stops white, but white's Sente is far less powerful. Okay, so I went this way. And white comes in. I looked at that and I go, I don't want to be disrespectful there. I was going to say something slightly disrespectful, like, I don't think so, Looked to me like it was an overplay. In review, she says, I think it is too. It's a bit much. But and I was always good at recognizing overplays, even against professionals. So I go, okay. And so if I submit here, any sort of submit, game's over. I don't have enough points. I can't attack well enough. So I must be aggressive here or lose the game. So I start the attack. Make some forcing moves of my own. And then surround. So you can see the thinking of both players. You can see certain moves that I would play differently now. The bad news is our time was up. And so we stopped here. There's one more white? Yeah. And she says, this was an overplay. If you kill me, I have to resign. But if I live, it's still a game, maybe in white's favor. So my mistakes weren't terrible. And also, one could say that I have 2 weak groups on top. That's why I thought she was being a little gracious about, oh, I'm going to have to resign. Really? With black having 2 weak groups? Now, are they weak groups? Not really, because this is sent to kill the top, right? White has to respond. I threaten 2 eyes and I have more. Yeah, so it's hard to say weak, but if white plays first, I don't have an eye in the corner yet. So it depends on who plays first, how much pressure she can apply on the top group, and then get Sente to come against the other group. So there's questions there, questions that she can answer so comfortably, and I'm like stressed. So, okay, I hope that was insightful, helpful, educational. Okay, everybody, catch you later. Bye.